What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Blown Budget Garage. My name is Randy, and today's episode is all about dealing with this rust. We found rust holes in the roof, we found some rust holes in the trunk, and I got one fender hinge point, connecting point, whatever you want to call it, to fabricate and weld on. So stick with me. I'm gonna get some tools. We're gonna jump into this right away because it is cold, it is about to rain, and I'm tired. All right, guys, so this is what I'm talking about. Here's one of the holes right here that we got to clean up. We're gonna patch up. Unfortunately, as you can tell, we're in the same area as our back glass. And if you noticed in one of the previous episodes that I had mentioned when I got the back glass out that the gentleman had put all this compound around here, well, I think the reason for it is because upon further inspection, a lot of this metal is gone. So not only am I gonna have to clean up and patch this hole, but I'm gonna have to fabricate about an 8-inch section here today also. So unfortunately, I have a lot more metal work to do than I would have liked, but that's okay. So I'm gonna get all this cleaned back up and then I'll join back with y'all. Well, here we go, guys. Got a lot of work done. As you can see, got a lot of this paint stripped. I ended up just going ahead and cutting all that out just to make it a lot easier to work with. Got all that cleaned up. But the more I continued to work on this, the more I just found more and more unnecessary body filler. And honestly, there was so much that I'm pretty sure the Kardashians are about to add him to the family. Because there's just all up in here, just big, huge globs of it for no reason, just sitting there. But at any rate, I went ahead and got all this cleaned up. So we're going to go ahead and weld all this back together, get this seam real nice. And I went ahead and got some work done over here, all right in there. I'm gonna have to just cut that off. It's not salvageable. I'll make a new one. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of metal here, a little bit of metal here, a little bit of metal here. And then right down here, I'm gonna do a little bit of work too. And then on the back side here, where was she? Right there. Found another little hole right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some metal snipped up ready for this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start putting down some beads, and then once I get a little bit of work done, I'll jump back up with y'all. See you in a bit. All right, everyone, well, I got some welding done. Got that patch right there done. Got this patch right here done. I just gotta finish grinding that down. Haven't even started, but got a little bit of cleanup work to do. Went ahead and got a little patch down there that I gotta lop that tail off. But since the sun has come out and it's getting really nice out, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all back in here so I can get it sprayed so I don't have to worry about anything continuing to go wrong back here. So while some of those welds cool off, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on back here, and then once I get a little bit done, I'll join back up with y'all. Welcome to Story Time with Uncle Randy. A few weeks ago, I told you that when I was doing my walk around the car, I told you that wasn't a whole lot of rust in the trunk. Turns out, I'm a big fat liar. So I was going ahead and getting all this old seam sealer out of here so I could continue blowing it out and work on getting this whole area prepped for that Rust-Oleum rust protector stuff. And what is that? Daylight. That's great. Yeah. Oh, look, like Billy May says, but wait, there's more. So I have to deal with all this now. Luckily, it stops right around here. So I can just cut that whole section out and make a patch panel. And that little hole you see right there, well, we already knew about that. I showed you that earlier. So that's okay. The good news is that I'm not really finding anything else. I mean, I found a little bit more over here, but not that big of a deal. So I don't think it's enough to warrant buying another truck pan, but we'll see. At this point, I'm just going to continue on with the plan, which is to continue cleaning this up, and I really think I'm just going to go ahead and make some patch panels for that. But welcome to my life. Well, guys, good news. We're getting a new trunk pan, because every time I start, look at that. That's just more of that good old rust. Yeah, so this can't be salvaged. I mean, I found more over here, but that's fine. That's fixable. That's just a quick patch. But I mean, look at this. This is just too bad to save, especially once we get all the way over here. So that's lovely and great. So I'm going to go ahead and start packing a lot of my tools up and call it a day, I think, and go have a beer and sit down, because I'm feeling pretty defeated at this point. And now I just found out I got a whole bunch more work that I got to do. So I'll see y'all in a bit. Well, I got everything picked up, put away, and I don't really know where to go from here. I don't know if I should focus on, hey Mo, I don't know if I should focus on getting the engine running, if I should focus on getting everything I took out last episode cleaned up and new parts put back in, or if I should work on the body more. I don't know. Here's what I know I have left to get done. I got to get the engine pulled, right? I have heads to port. I have a camshaft kit that I got to order and get put in, all new springs and everything, right? So the head's got to come off. A lot of parts for the engine just to get it where it needs to be: alternator, water pump, fuel pump. I mean, basically every single part. This whole car is basically being rebuilt. So I wanted to get more done today than I did, but I didn't. So I'm going to take this next week to think about what I want to do next weekend for y'all for another episode. Maybe I will just go ahead next weekend and get the heads off, get the intake off, and start getting the engine ready to pull. Always something. Have a good week, y'all. See you next time.